Okay, so it's Sunday, and yesterday I changed the oil on this truck, and I left most of the oil change part out because I ran out of memory on the camera. You know, I wasn't prepared. So, and now I'm getting questions. Okay, so let me give you a few things that I learned while changing the oil on this truck, because this is a 2018, my first oil change on this vehicle. First thing is the oil filter. Where is the oil filter? Okay. It's right down in here, and it's actually facing up. Well, no, it's facing down. So you screw it in from the top. It goes down and screw it in and screw it out. On top of the filter, it's got a nut shape, I guess, for a 25mm socket. So you'll need something like this, maybe a little longer, to get in there. And my issue was there's a couple wires in the way, or hoses. I don't know what they are. They're either a hose or a wire, but you know, they're kind of, I can't get this a straight shot. You got to push them out of the way to get this on top of the filter. And then it unscrews very easy. I didn't drip any oil out of it or anything, so it's not too difficult. Okay, so it's not too difficult, but it is down in there, and it's like, geez Louise, I can't even see it. So it is right down there. Now you can see the hoses or whatever they are. So I can probably get my freaking hand in there. So you got these things in the way. That's right there. There my finger is. That's the top of it. So you got to unscrew that and then fish it out of all this stuff that's in the way here. And then when you put it back in, it's very hard to see in there. I kind of had to just feel around, because like I said, I can barely get my hand in there. You know, I had to get in there and get it started. It's like, well, I just had to do it by feel. Okay, I think it's in there. I don't want to cross thread it. But I went back in, no issue. It's just tough to get to. It would have been nice if they would put it like somewhere in the front here. Got all this room in the front of the motor. So that's that's just something new, you know. Once you figure it out, it's no big deal. You know, the oil goes in here. Another thing is, with this lift kit I got on, the skid plate has to be removed. And I'll show you that right now. Front axle, input shaft or cross member, oil pan. There's the drain plug, so you can get to the drain plug. That's not too bad. But for it to drain proper, this thing's got to be removed. As you can see, I still got a little oil dripping off there. Now, I did remove it, but so I removed this, so when the oil comes out, you know, it goes down into my pan. Unfortunately, it never works that way. I took the skid plate off. I put my pan right under here, you know. Then I took the plug off, and oil shoots all the way over here. And went nice. I had to shove my pan over there, and then as it drained down, I had to move the pan back this way, you know, for when it was just trickling out. See, so now this is the perfect Southern California winter weather for working on your truck, right? I'm hooking up the turn signal indicators and the parking lights on that Fab 4 bumpers. This is no fun. I'm trying to access the wiring harness to the lights. I can barely get my two hands in there and try to pull the plug apart, and then I got to splice into the wires, and blows. And the driver's side is much easier than the passenger side. If you go to the manual, look in the manual about replacing the bulbs, like the headlight bulbs and the turn signal bulbs. It tells you how to do it on the driver's side, but on the passenger side, it says take it to the dealer. Pain in the butt. There's some kind of cover that covers the whole headlight assembly on the passenger side. It goes on the front and it goes on the side. It's got all these little plastic clips. And I took them all out and I still can't get that thing out of there. The good thing is fairly flexible, but now I'm kind of fighting to try to get in there and get the wires. So the good thing is it's nice and warm in the sun right now. Perfect. Perfect for a cold one, right? Yes, it is. Alright guys, you know, it started off was an okay day. It warmed up a bit, able to kick the shoes off and put some shorts on and have a few cold ones and then work on the truck here. I didn't get a whole lot done because wiring these lights took a whole lot more time than I anticipated. Getting to the wiring was tough. But the lights are in. The winch is basically a two wires, a positive and a negative. But that's all working good now. Except for the fog lights. I haven't figured those out. This truck did not come with factory fog lights, so I can't find any wiring to them. And the rough country instructions are very vague. I mean, the wiring instructions just for the turn signals and the parking lights didn't make no sense. I basically had to probe the wires myself with my voltmeter because their instructions have a color code and my wires were nothing like that. But that's what it is. Oh God, much better here in the sunshine. You know what? I sure do like this truck. I like this way better than the Tacoma. Something about it. It's more like an American style truck or something. It's coming along. Hopefully my shell will be in sometime next week or this week. Called him last week. I said, hey, it's been a couple weeks now. What's going on here? That's what's going on there. I finished up the wiring, gave it a quick wash. I don't think we're going to get any more rain, so it should be good. Yeah. It's warm enough to go barefoot, you know. But it's getting cold. At least it's cold for me. So stay tuned. I've got to change out the brake lines. Like I said, hopefully that shell comes in, because from there, I'm either going to change out the rear springs, change out the lift blocks and put some new springs in there. And then there's the rear bumper. I need to do something for a tire carrier. And no, the tire is not going to go in the spare. The spare tire is not going to go in the back of the truck. It takes up too much room. It's not going to go on the roof. It's too top heavy. That's not how it's done. I'm going to be carrying stuff in the back of this truck. I ain't got no room for a spare tire. And I already got the tire carrier. So it's all up in the air right now. Probably looking towards right now getting the Fab 4 rear bumper for this, and then making the tire carrier fit. It's really up in the air. It's just, I want this done. We're already heading into the end of March, April. We're getting into time to hit the desert, you know. I want to go out there and start writing my little trail guide, and I can't do the trail guide until I get the truck ready to roll, right? And the whole idea with the trail guide is to generate some kind of income. You know, this is costing money. Not getting hardly anything from these YouTube videos. I might be getting $100 a month, 100, 200. That's nothing. That don't even pay for fuel, right?